Oh, Sabos.
Us. Welcome everyone. Welcome to For the Boys podcast. Thank you for taking the time out of your evening to join us. Join our Talanoa in hopes of sharing our message with men's mental health.
Men's mental health.
Uh,
Yes, message. Quick
we're live
disclaimer.
every Thursday.
Yes, we
Go
are
ahead,
live
Us.
every Thursday. Carry on, us. Carry on.
Just live every Thursday, as you know, 8 p.m.s. We'll come on, share experiences, discuss any topics that the boys have on their minds. I hope someone out there can relate, listen in, and either join through the chat, or message us through our DMs and help us with what they're going through. Help us as well with our walk. But yeah,
Yes, help us with our walk. We always start off with a quick disclaimer also. None of us are professionals. There's more of us, but tonight there's two of us. And not one of us are professionals. We just we do this, we sit down, we have a chat. We share stories, we share feelings, and just experiences that we've been through. Um, no doubt someone out there's gone through the same thing, going through the same thing, yet to go through that same thing. So tonight's chat might help you, might not help you, might help you later on. But join in, feel free to join in. Pull up
that's
a
it,
chair,
man. That's it. Pull up a
pull up a
chair.
chair and lend us your ear, lend us your thoughts,
That's
share a
it.
story or two, and let's have a chat. We always start off by asking each other, Swanky, how are you and how was your week been?
Man, my week's been all good. As you know, mom's mom's back from the islands or visiting from the homeland.
And the meals, and the meals.
Oh, not yet.
Hey!
Not yet. Not yet. She's still diving in the cuisine, New Zealand cuisine. Catching up on what she's missed out on, but not that she's missed out on anything. But yeah, it's just good to haven't seen mom for years, bro. With COVID and all this, just blessed and grateful to have her here. Yeah, with us. Yeah. So yeah, it's been good. It's been a good week. Work wise, man, those early shifts is a killer. It's a killer, bro. After the third early, you're like dragging fit in, but yeah, we're one more day. One more day.
Yep.
So yeah,
one more day before you hit that reset. Have the weekend off.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
got the weekend off. Yeah.
Yeah, weekend off, Woos. Weekend off.
Nice.
Hopefully, some good weather too.
I don't know. It's been pretty windy lately. It's pretty windy.
That's my excuse when I don't want to mow the lawn. It looks cloudy when the sun's out.
Oh no!
I'm like, speck a cloud out there. How are you? How's your week?
Now good, man. A good week's just been full on, which is a good thing. Keeps you moving. Hey,
shout out to those
Sykes, big Sykes. What's up, Doggo? Shout for tuning in tonight. Hope you're doing well, Dog. Shout for tuning in. Yeah. So just been full on with work this week, boys. Yeah, just telling Swinky earlier before we jumped on. I had a court case because I had a bit of a ding, car crash. Was it Anzac period? That day, I think it was pretty busy. Wrote my car off.
Yeah.
But the stupid cop, and I'm saying this because he is stupid, put me down for reckless driving, which means I had to get a court. I had a court date set, so I had to go to court today. And I was just like I was telling you, just like I was mentioning to you.
Yeah,
it was pretty shit today. I wish the outcome could have been better because I feel like it was unjustic.
Unjustic, all right.
I just felt like it could have been better. If they actually cared, who they were representing, outcomes could be different. So I won't get into that, but
yeah.
Free the boys, because I know it's not always fair. It's not always fair.
But just listening to what you experienced, just Yeah. Just imagine if it was the other side of the coin, but it was like a heavier sort of thing, you know? It was like, that's a
I
bit
mean,
of
I kind of feel like it's a bit hefty, like for like I've like had a clean ass slate, not even a speeding ticket. Next minute, do this, do that, and then I'm like, oh,
Just
okay,
one
but
little
not
thing,
okay, Yes, but no, but yes, I can do it.
Hey, shout out to the sister.
Hey,
Long time, sister.
what up, yeah? Everything well, sis?
Yeah, hope she's doing. Oh, she's in is it a play pair?
Ooh,
All in Redemption. Showing it
actress,
at the Margate Arts
man.
Center.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah. 31st of May to the 2nd of June, something like that. Yeah, might be the start of something epic. Shout out, chat. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for dropping by.
Mr. Drifter. No. No more turbos for this old man.
Oh, there you go. They're all in Redemption. Okay. Dramatic.
Very nice. So yeah, the mental's kind of like iffy at the moment, like unhappy because the outcome was shit. I have a feeling it could have been better if the duty solicitor actually cared instead of just fucking looked at what would be easier to get the next load of work done and shit like that. But it is what it is, and I ain't no punk, so I'll take whatever the judge gives me, and we move on because that's how we clear the mental. We do it, we learn, we live, we experience, and as providing it's not too severe, we are better off afterwards, and we can share it with people like you who listen in and free the boys.
Free the boys. Bro, I don't like to really talk about like the news and all that, but what about those shootings, man?
Oh, the shootings, bro.
That's close to home, bro.
Man, they're fucking kids, bro. Like, come on. Hey. Like, come on, man. Go shoot the bad people. Don't shoot the kids.
Man, that's scary, bro. Another one today, I heard. Come on, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going through people's minds. But even the person that did it, he needs help. Just as much as, just as angry as you can get and stuff like that.
So, Data.
Yes. That's 3 weeks.
It's not safe anymore once Data's
that's 3 weeks.
It's just not safe, man. Once I see this name, oh, bro. Well, thank you, chat. Thanks for pulling up.
Massive shout out to Sykes, Big Sykes that has pulled through tonight. He shared a little bit of a story with me, and my hat goes off to you, Usos, for doing what you needed to do to get the mental back in shape, back in a better space. That's what it's all about. Surrounding yourself with loved ones, bringing it back down to ground zero. Mom, dad, siblings, the boys, the hood, even sometimes, whatever it's got to be. Grounding yourself back down is definitely one way of.
Hey, man, and I'm glad you found us, bro. Probably through my feet, but
I'm always sharing. I'm always sharing it. Also, I'm always sharing the things we do because sometimes I can't do it like on my own. Like I need them to check it out and listen to maybe something somebody else apart from me has said. I can only say so much, help so much. So the rest is what everybody pitches in on. So it's always going to be a team effort that everybody shares, including the chat as well, because they've been on fire the last couple of weeks. They've been teaching us so much. asking the questions, the hard questions,
Yes.
and then someone else would answer it, and it's like,
Oh,
yes.
Us. No, we need a follow up though. What happened to the Uso from last week that was on holiday in Queenstown? Is he still alive? Or
I don't know if he's still alive. He was sick yesterday. He got a no-show to work yesterday, but he's still alive. I'm not sure if he's tuned in tonight.
Okay.
Maybe I'll flick him a text and try and get into
Yeah. Hey, man.
come back on and let us know.
How's the mental from all that?
Yes. I don't know, we've had some pretty, not deep, I wouldn't say deep, but some like hard question discussions the last couple of weeks.
Bro, and I reckon
I felt like one of the other
bro.
Thursdays. I felt like one of the other Thursdays we kind of like left it in the air. We didn't have like a conclusion to it or anything like that.
Yeah.
I felt like it was just like, you just keep your answers, I'll keep mine. You keep your thoughts, I'll keep mine, and just go home and end the show.
Hey, this is why we do this, bro. We're all learning, man. We're all learning.
It's all
sometimes
respect.
the check comes through and it sheds a light on another side of it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't see that one. But this is where this is. Yeah. So, coming back home, surrounding with all the brothers in arms, has helped a lot. Was in a dark place on my own. Wasn't healthy for me. Yeah, man.
Yes, that's it, Doggo. And we're glad that you knew what to do. I don't know if you like told yourself that, but you must have felt it somewhere, and you knew what you needed, and that's big ups to you to doing what you needed to do. Some people don't, believe it or not, and as easy as it was for you to do what you needed to do, man, some people just can't do it, eh?
Yeah.
So big ups to you for checking.
Maybe it wasn't easy, maybe it was hard, but good on you for doing it, for getting it, like for taking the step for yourself and for your babies. So malo toko.
Those are the first steps, eh? To be honest.
Yeah.
You know?
And those are always the ones I find hard, because sometimes it could be your home that will turn around, and just make it harder for you. Hey, they'll be like, oh, tough it up or something like that. Because, as you spoke on earlier podcast, it's just how that generation before us mentality, just take it on the chin, keep moving.
Just tough, yo.
But us, we're like, well, nah, man, I just need a hug, bro.
So, and you gotta see,
a hug, bro.
You gotta see this also. Psych. This guy is huge. So me and Sykes, we played football for years. We'd like back to back, like champion. The toughest team in the comp type of shit. The biggest players, the hardest cats in there. But these are the lessons we learn. Also, like, you could be the toughest dude, but if you're breaking down inside and you need more than a jab in the lips, it's all about that.
Or like you say, you could be the biggest dude.
Yo,
but inside,
just got up ground, like, come back down to ground zero. Do what matters, what feels good, because that could be the difference, eh? And like I said, I take my hat off to Sykes for making the trip back down from up north also. Who knows, man? Who knows where he could have been? Oh, here we go.
Sure, Sykes. Sure. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. I had to humble myself and push my pride aside and look for help. It was hard to take them steps. Still healing, still learning, self-forgiveness.
Ooh.
Go. Hey, and that's the message we all need to hear every now and then, like everyone, man, like especially our poly brothers.
We need more of this, eh? We need more of this. Like, if I could bring this dude on and I could show you the size of this dude, Tilly, you will not believe that he's telling himself to humble. This is massive, bro. Like, I look at this, I'm like, this is not Sykes, but hang on a minute, this is the real Sykes. Hey,
Yeah.
this is not the Sykes that I knew, but this is the real Sykes that's the real, this is the him now. Like, and this is massive. This is massive for me to see him
This is so big. So.
humble down like this and like,
yeah,
and tell us like he needed to do this.
This is the type of message that the next the generations younger than us need to hear, because but hopefully it reaches them and
it's definitely what it's all about, eh?
hurdles. I mean, they shadow data. First steps are always the hardest.
Yep.
Nice was yo.
And like I said to you earlier, Swinky, I'm like, I invited this dude to our podcast. And I invited him because, like I said in the beginning, I'm not a professional. And I'm not going to sit there and just pretend to tell him some BS that I think will work, eh? Like, I'm like, come have a chat, have a listen even. Might even like encourage you to share. But then at the end of that hour, you don't know how you could be feeling, eh? And that feeling could be a massive change, could be the 180, could be the whatever it is that you need to. These are the first steps, I guess. And we're pretty much glad to be a part of like that help. Because it's never easy to do alone, Togo.
Nah, and it's the same for us, same for myself as well. I go through my days as well. And like having Usos like yourself, Muffy and Teza and Rose, Lance to that chat, just drop a chat if there's anything on my mind or sharing on the podcast. For me, it's just third year, still enjoying it, still enjoying it. Still, yeah.
But I tell you what, it's gotten a lot easier since our first show, Swinky.
Bro,
like the first show was real.
The first show,
and, like, you was like hoodies,
laughing.
Hey, look at me, man! Like, and now we're just like, if it needs to be spoken of, bro, it's just there it goes. And I guess everyone needs to get to that stage, one stage of their lives or another, eh? Because man, it's so like free, eh? Like, it's like offloading a whole lot of shit to the air, but the feeling is amazing, eh? And it's like after you feel that, you feel like shit. I just help somebody else as well, so the feeling just gets better,
Yeah, bro, and like that's always a mean boost when you get those messages through the like DMs and like Facebook and Instagram, like people giving feedback about the show and how it's helping them, how they can relate to what we spoke on and stuff like that. Just gets you more like makes you more confident to come next week and start not hiding but putting yourself out there more, knowing that your message is getting out there,
Yeah, we didn't even get paid. We didn't even get paid to do this. This is all off that first feeling, like
that's it.
That it kicked in and it's now a train. It just keeps going. And we just keep adding to it, and it's just now it's just like someone out there needs it. Like it's just gonna become bigger than what we've where we started from. So this is the I don't know. I'd say these are the little rewards along the way. Hey, those feelings, and it's awesome as it's like refreshing, and I don't know, man. If you want to feel those feelings. Jump on the chat, release some of that tension.
Jump on the chat. Let me do it. Is it T Rose's birthday today?
It is. Do it. Send them
happy birthday, T Rose. I can't sing. Happy birthday, Uso. When we are also for
sir.
You don't get paid yet.
Sponsorship, please sponsor us.
Oh, jeez. Sponsor, what is it? Joe Rogan setup.
Get us an office, an office building.
And it's good to see, like we say, I think I mention it every week. I see more and more people creating podcasts or creating spaces for men, and it's good to see because we need more and more of these spaces created.
Like all I'm saying is
don't
just create a mental podcast around Mental Awareness Week.
Bro,
do it.
That's sad, man. That's sad. So
do it because you're gonna be there for these people, because these people are actually going through some. And like I said to you, I ain't trying to be no doctor, nothing like that.
Nah, fuck that, bro.
But if you need help, and my ears are there to help someone, bro, by all means, let's go. But.
And we don't even try. If we know you're someone's deeper than what we can do, we can always offer.
We will refer
help.
you.
There's always referrals and all that.
There are professionals way above us.
Way above us.
And there are lines and things that are available to the public and to anyone who's listening. We've we're hoping to get onto some opportunities soon, Swanky?
That's always, it's always seeking opportunities to get our message out there. It's always been our goal from the get, to spread awareness of the message or the space that we've created. It's all for so for good.
And don't get the name wrong. Don't even get the name wrong either. For the boys. It's not only for the boys. I think I gotta be honest. 50% of our listeners or our people that tune into our lives are females as well. And we love getting their point of view. We love seeing their comments come through.
100.
We love it when they disagree with what we say or have their own opinions that they stick by. Because that's how it is, That's the real, and that's all we need to learn and get better as a people.
Yeah, man. To have that constructive dialogue, hit the topics from all angles, from all points of view.
We do have it a little bit harder. I gotta say, and not only by
straight away
society, but upbringing, culture-wise, and all that. It is definitely
expectations and all
that much more.
Man.
So these are the we do hope that we have created,
and this is why.
Spaces.
Oh, sorry, I'm doing a 180 here.
Girls.
This is why I hate when I see other islanders dog other islanders, bro.
Okay,
bro,
that's a topic, that we've spoken about.
Yeah, before.
We can use it. We can have it now. We can have it now. Also, if we need to deal with it.
Right. Right. We've spoken about how many times have we spoken on this topic?
Is there one not going around at the moment?
Oh, bro, I don't even want to talk about that shit, bro. That guy's murdered already, bro. He's on site. So he's on site.
After he shot us foot, he shot another foot. That's what he did. For real, though.
Oh, bro, he's on site. So but nah, I'm talking about. When other islanders judge other people for how Samoan they are or how, somebody.
I don't know. I think it's is it not a reaction, or is it a reaction? Is it a reaction a straight off a bite reaction that people do before they even think of saying you know what I mean? As soon as they see it, as soon as they sniff it out, they're rah, they just attack straight away.
Well, I just hate it when I see it, man. It really does. We do it to our own people. It's our own people, man.
Yeah,
it's our own people that'll fucking
drag it down, right?
Yeah, drag us down. Or if it's a poly business, It's our own people going asking for a discount. Like, dude, come on.
All right. I think I got a good example of this. It's like going to I've been to Hawaii.
Ooh,
And
Hawaii. Oh, go ahead.
And it's like all the islanders are kind of together. I don't know if it's a good example, but like over here, the islanders kind of like congregate.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Right?
Yeah, I know what you mean. But trying to describe it.
Yeah, it's like it really does not have to be like that, right?
Nah, man.
You really don't have to open your mouth and say something negative about the next person who's doing something, regardless of it not being to your taste. You know, you don't have to like it.
Nah, you don't have to, bro. You don't have to.
You can keep scrolling, right?
Bro.
You don't have to double click on their picture. Half the money sticking out, or the scrunchy tights. I don't know. But I do know what you mean, like.
I'm trying to think of the words. Shout out Lenny. My Lenny and sons. Hope your week is going well. So, who do we have? We look at our own people when we make it or not. One thing for me is always remember your humble beginnings and never forget where you started. Because you don't know, but people look up to you as you know the person you are now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's from a mature mind, though.
La. Straight up, Helene.
All right, La. That's from someone who's already like, okay, I know where I need to be in life. Yeah. I know the messages I need to be sending out to the young fellas. Yeah, you know.
And it's good. It's good that we have these gentlemen out there in the community, and in the spaces.
And I gotta say, his space, right? Helene owns the barbershop. Your space is a very important space for these young kids to come get that slick ass haircut, but then for you to plant a seed also. I reckon Helene can plant so many seeds in the hood before these young cats coming through, and they'll walk out with a nice haircut and something planted in their minds to be better. So no doubt you are doing that work, also. Yes, it's been a while since he's been on there, but yes, you are part of the space, La. No doubt.
A shout out to the barberhood movement.
Yo,
they're making some big moves, man. Like really affecting the community out there. Yeah, spreading some real good messages. And but I'm just gonna bring up Sex was sharing earlier. Mistakes on my part were made. Used every excuse imaginable. The quick fix ones, not sowing the signs in the wrong, to get me to this turning point where I felt alone and then really hit me. Keeps going. I couldn't do this on my own because the harden up buzz was an old concept that wouldn't work.
Yo, too true, dog. But admitting to your wrongs was the first thing you did. That was right. That's what I believe. First steps, the hard steps.
Keeps going. My 3 babies can see their father better to this darkness. I made a choice to get the help and be safe for the greater good. Still a work in progress, day by day, self-healing to heal us. That's it, Us.
That is where we need to be. That's a lot of work. Bro. That's a lot of work you've done on your own, Docs. Hats off to you.
That shows true strength right there, man. Like knowing what you need to do, knowing the how to not buzz was not the way you want to go. Taking that first step and knowing your why, doing it for you and your babies.
The goodies. Yo.
Shout Toko
Malo.
Auntie Tans with a share. At least you're taking taking the steps to better yourself. You got this, one day at a time.
It looks like he's taking a few steps, and
Yeah, man.
a leap. So, because he did the hard one first.
Yeah, man. And like I said earlier, Sex, like it's up and down, man. Like you think you're taking this like a 2-step forward, 1 step back sort of thing, but that's why you have us, Us. If you ever need a shoulder, if you miss my Usos shoulder, you can lean on my shoulder here.
He's like half the size of his shoulders. Now it's actually he just upset he doesn't get to knock people over on the field anymore.
That was the release, eh?
That used to be the old release, eh? Though. You know, and then the way
That was the release.
American football in New Zealand was not football. It was just take out anybody in front of you. That was it. 40 minutes.
That's a danger game, bro. We love it.
We love it. Listen.
That's it. Drink water and mind your business.
Hello, Kermit.
Data. I mean, there's kitchen table talk. There's some things you just keep at home and not opening yourself for judgment on a platform that is open to millions. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true, man.
That's true.
That's big.
But some people don't know how to distinguish the difference, eh? They can't say, when they need help, they don't care what it is, they just need help. So whether it's meant to be for the kitchen table, it'll automatically end up everywhere until they get the help that they need or that help that settles them, type of thing,
Yeah.
So, desperate people will go beyond table talk. It'll go to whoever needs to hear it for them to get what they need out of it. So, that's how I feel about that.
No.
But there's definitely subjects that you kind of talk to your family about, talk to your mates about. Kind of that's left up to you to judge. But hey, if there's nothing else, if your family is busy, if your friends are doing their own life, if no one is listening and nobody cares, or you feel like that, nobody cares, message us on anywhere on our platforms. I know there's 2 of us you can see right now, but there's 5 of us in our team.
Yeah.
One of us will reply back. One of us will definitely reply back.
I mean, if you don't want to bring it on to the live chat, for sure, hit us up in the messages.
Yo.
We can even set up an offline call, whatever, man. Whatever. There's ways.
Just get out of the dark room. Open the door.
Yeah.
That's what we want. Oh, there you go, mate.
Speaking of the dark room.
Oh, no.
Speaking of the dark room.
How you going there, Mr. T?
He lives.
Before you leave, because you're saying good evening, can you tell us how Queenstown was and if you got strangled after you were commenting on our podcast by your wife?
Did you have to visit? Reference to the guy that showed himself
yes.
to mug his own people.
Yeah, that guy's. I'm sure that guy's Central. He's not South Force.
Fuck that nigga, man. Sorry, chat. No time and space for that, bro. If you're ashamed of who you are,
he just can't under his house.
Oh, sorry again, chat.
Man. But no, yeah, for real, he's just. Don't forget your roots, my nigga.
Do you know where's the clubs in church? Hey, are you in Christchurch?
He's in Christchurch, also?
Is he?
Yo,
True.
if he's done there tomorrow night, I'll send you to the right people. But there's no shisha down there, also.
Hey, there's no shisha law down there, too. There's no shisha law. What's in church that you're celebrating your birthday
In Christchurch?
in Christchurch, man? It's pretty cold down there, man. What are these birthday celebrations in church? Malo togo. Thanks again. I encourage anyone out there who thinks they're alone to seek that help. I'm a work in progress to be a great man, not known for the mistakes made, but for the move to greatness. I love it. I love to see it. Uso. That's the one, Uso. That's the one.
You know that what really gets me about this guy is the fact that he knows his mistakes. He knows,
No.
and he's admitting to them. Because like, fuck, how many times do we just turn around and say, "I didn't do nothing. It's them. It wasn't me. I didn't do anything to them." Blah, 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 blah. You know, but you deep down inside, you know, like shit. I wasn't helping the situation. I didn't. I wasn't part of that.
Yeah.
I was like. So if
we all make them. We all make the mistakes.
Yo, in order for somebody to say, you know, I do know what I did, and sorry words, thank you. When you mean that, you say it. You don't just say it to please others. No, but yeah, it's mad props to you, Sykes. Yes, and if these people knew.
Shout out to the chat. See more. Take on the recent shooting. Man, it's crazy.
I thought we didn't live
That's
in
crazy.
this
I saw in the Herald 2 other houses were like not even gang involved or something like that. Like, come on.
We're not even living in Compton, man.
Man.
That shit needs to stop.
Hey, man. Oh, man.
Famone. Ilinyo kay mo why. Please stop that shit. Dude. For real though.
I don't know. I don't even want to know who's involved or whatever, but far out, man. That's scary ass, bro. It's too close to home. Like what? 5 suburbs around me. Too close to home.
We're only just like trying to keep our babies safe from this stuff, eh? And it just without even without the effort that's happening now, like these days, you know. Growing up was just
make enough to get gas, bro. This gas prices are golly.
Bro, growing up, people were dying because they stomped their heads. That was the only way someone died when I grew up. Growing up, sorry, in Mangry. These days, it's like you're not stabbed, you're getting shot. Like, you know, it was used to be a fair fight. Now it's bang bang,
bang bang.
So yeah, it's not even worth being a toughy these days, to be honest. Eh? You can jump out of your car all tough and then get shot. So, yeah,
true. Are the cops armed or? What do you think?
I think they've got them. Yeah. They've got them in the cars and stuff. I think, but they don't walk around with them like they do in Australia.
You reckon with these shootings they should start looking at that?
I think it was a year or two back they were talking about whether they should arm the cops. But at the moment,
a year or two ago they released that squad around South.
And then
those guys in the SUVs, armed squad, whatever dudes.
And then the 501s came in like, mana. Yeah. But yeah. I don't know, man. It is getting out of hand, to be honest. We do fear for the safety of our families and our kids, especially.
For real.
But what can you do, eh? All them naughty boys out there, man.
That morning. that morning.
Yeah, golly. Oh no. Hey, shout out to my man, Mr. T over here.
So you go Kotu?
I'm gonna plug this guy's business in soon because I'm all for polys in business, polys who want to try and build a business and give it 110 and be honest about it and all that, because it's not an easy thing to do. So watch the space, man, because I'm gonna plug this guy's business in there. It's gonna be a new one. It's gonna be something good, something that's up in the trends at the moment.
Yo.
So yo.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
Yes. Where's our man?
Come on, the smoke.
Where's our man Tino? I was just about to say.
But I like how I don't want to talk about it, but you know they had that guy that was speaking negatively about South Auckland. I like how all of South Auckland went in on that guy. On all the spaces, bro. I went on Twitter, for everyone's going 100 on that guy. I was like, yo.
Is he from South Auckland though?
I don't know, man. Well, he was calling out streets like he's from the area.
I know, because their street called out was like around the corner from my school. He doesn't want that smoke, man. Trust me.
He must be from Central then. Visiting pass.
I wonder who signed it. Did you sign his pass through the subtitles?
Oops. He was close to the last out, that's all I'm gonna say.
That's why he's wearing glasses, silly. He doesn't want to see and look in his face out there. Shit.
Shout out to Tans. T-Raw. I would highly recommend seeing a therapist, not a common conversation with a poly people, but 3 years in, it's helped immensely. Oh, shout out, Dita.
Here we go. Someone from experience.
I've heard of that, like people just seeing a therapist on the regular.
What
It's just like,
ethnic group?
but no, I don't know if there isn't like any grounds though, pal.
What ethnic group is that? You know, when you're that one, the only therapist sees you 3 times a day as a salon. Just punk. They said,
do you know? For my birthday,
go sleep, you gotta work tomorrow.
Room service, eh? That's what they call it, eh?
Any special service there or something?
The therapist comment reminds me of how we had the sister on last year.
Who was that?
Oh my god. Jeez, I've forgotten the name. Oh wait, I just gone blank. Bobby's boss.
Oh, yo.
Sister doing
yes. Huxon style.
Therapy.
Hux, yeah.
But it looks and how that therapy is not really included in like how she was saying as a self-care. For all people, like it's not really, we only go to those things when we're hurt or injured or
injured. Yo,
it's not included in our mindset when we think of.
I think a lot of things are like that. To be honest, Hills. Like you know how you don't go to church unless it's Easter, or you don't go to church unless it's Christmas, or you don't go to church the whole year until something happens. You know, it's meant to be included every week, and it's not any church. It's everything else as well. It's our people are very. I don't know. It's kind of like saying like it's hard. How people are, they like complain about these things, but then they don't want to work for it, type of thing. Like you have to put the work in. You know, it's not just gonna come to us. So as hard as it is to gain what we need to gain, we also got to work for it as well. Like don't expect it to be handed out. Like it's
But even that concept, like even that thing, like self-care, like taking the time out for yourself. It's like a foreign thing. I reckon it's a foreign thing to like our people, well, to our parents, anyways. Like my sister took my mom's out to get, medi pedi.
Yeah, I take my mom out to give we sitting in them big ass massage chairs with our feet on the water.
The bubbling water.
Yes. The blue water. But yeah, it definitely is a thing that's taught by like I'm sitting here while you're saying that, I'm sitting here and thinking, do we have our do we have a thing that we do as Samoans that kind of mimics the same thing? Do you know what I mean? Like how they go bingo, like, or they do like, their timeout things, eh? Like what do the Lomakors do? Like at church, their timeout is housey and shit like that. I mean, I'm not saying housey and bingo is all good and shit. I'm just saying like they do have these timeout things. They're just not the same thing. But then therapy-wise, I was in here thinking, go for 4 hours when it's sore, hey, But what about a normal for 4 hours when it's not sore, just to loosen up those knots? Or what else is there like that they used to do? Especially in the islands when there's not much that you can do in there.
So when I see all the toinas in the TAP, they're all self-care in there?
That's mentally self-care also.
Mentally self-care?
And the wallet is just makwa pala to the max because there's nothing left in there. It's like he's standing in front of the TV and following us for days. That's fine.
Self-care, I like to call it health and safety, for my health and your safety.
Like you think about the islands, it's like what did they do? Like your parents will tell you stories, like we used to go down and go at the vai.
Yeah.
Was that their timeout type of thing? Was it their hangout spots? Is that what they called a reset, or was that what they called like? I don't know. Like these days, like those days didn't have much.
Simpler times, eh? Simpler times.
So how could they even if they had only that? How could they even think of going beyond that and saying my own therapy type of thing, eh? So I don't think there was such a thing. Like, I just think they were just happy with timeout, that they got to kind of do their own thing when they wanted to, when they did get that time. Because every other, it's like wake up, the cooker, and then burn our cooker, and then salute in the kitchen. Every day, this is before school. Hey, these guys are like... These guys are like, these guys are already up on it. And then when they get home from school, they're back at it again. Like, they're sorting out dinner for the koingas and stuff, for the Lomakua. They're running to sell stuff at the markets. So, like, kind of did not get any therapy time, eh? Like, they were just full on. I mean, these are the stories that my parents would tell me, like they had to do and stuff, about their hard times in the islands. And I probably heard it from 3-4 different old people, the same type of story, like we had to do this, we had to do that before even school started and all that. So like, well, I don't think there was any therapy that they just sasa palai when you went to go fuck out the thing and you came back with nothing to it.
Samoa. I'll tell you that. Once the borders open, oof, everyone's going back home.
I see our mate Terry's over in Fiji at 11 today.
Oh,
must be nice.
The warm weather. That's the Usos reset, man. That guy never fails.
Oh man, so lucky, eh?
Oh,
it's good, but I'm happy for him. Sometimes you need it. Sometimes people have a nice reset. Sometimes people have a short one. Sometimes people get to reset and it doesn't happen.
I hope they're enjoying their break. The 3 little ones, running up and down. But with that warm weather, nothing beats it. Oh yeah, man, this was shocking, Tino. Like I said, man, rest in peace, man. He's young, man.
You're not sure what actually happened for me.
Yo, I was trying to look out, but yeah, that's jeez.
That's some talent right there we lost.
Wow.
A lot of people know Fiji, but they don't know about Lana Surveyor.
This guy, bro. Shock, bro. How are we doing, chat? How's the week going? Well, we before I forget, just want to do a little.
Oh yes.
Little shout out promo, whatever you call it. 275 day.
275 day.
Tomorrow. Yeah, man.
Very good.
It's got some food stores, it's got some info stores, and like heaps of little groups in there. Volunteer groups. It's gonna be good, man. It says there's some performances 2 to 8. If you're around, out and about, come around. I'll be there for sure. 2 to 8. Ooh. I'll be there, man. I'll be there. So my man Sven there. You know Sven? Muffy?
I know. Yes.
And
Spewer. Mano Olive.
Yeah.
Olive.
Bro, shout out to these guys for doing this. I don't know who, but
I'll tell you what, I'm looking at the lineup, and there's some angry talent right there.
Yo, I don't see layback those.
Layback. He's still laying back.
He's a G-Funk, man.
My Lord, yeah, we need some of that.
G-Funk.
Californian G-Funk. Yo.
But heaps of small businesses, local businesses, poly businesses. They'll be there tomorrow.
So yeah, I remember talking to Fitz about this too, and he's telling me like, we need to have a day, a Mangry day, like,
man.
And he's also telling me about how he envisioned the 275 label itself, like, how you go to those shops and you buy like a t-shirt that says Paris on it.
Bro, this guy's vision.
He been telling me, and I'm like, yo, I see it, man. And then he put everything into it, and this is where it's at. This is where we are. And I think the biggest thing for him now is literally taking it back into Mangry, because at the moment it's kind of like on the Otahuhu border. At the end of Mangry Road,
But I reckon once he, if he does, and when he does, I'm gonna say when he does, because manifest that when he does move into like, I don't know, the town center or whatnot, bro, that's gonna be a good space for the kids, man. Good space for the community, for the people. Not only just, it won't just be a barber store, you know.
No, he's doing massive Fitz. Shout out to Fitz and the crew at 275, doing massive things also. Yeah, Fitz go way back to primary school, man. So it's good to see the Usos still out there. It's definitely still in the hood, and he's like putting it down for the hood for real. So shout outs to you, Us. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a good day. Love it. Love it. Love it straight away.
Well, straight away. Shaw Sykes, Mad Office Looks for the life. My was always on with the landing game. Oh no. Don't you ever. Golly.
Oh. See, this is the Sykes I know.
Defensive championships.
This is the Sykes I know. Never fold. Knock you on your ass like no, man. But yes, thank you, Doko, for tuning in tonight.
Hey, thanks for
calling. You're busy. I know you got to sort the kids out and things like that. But you've managed to do it all on your own. I know you reached out, but there's like 100 pats on your back also for all the moves you've made since. Keep taking them steps also, because you're definitely in the right direction. Shout outs to you also.
Dude, what's up with all the South Auckland hate lately? And it's from all the Islanders. Man, I know, man.
Blame the ones from outside of South Auckland. They can't handle the heat.
Oh, bro.
Nothing wrong with South Auckland, man.
Gee.
And we're used to it anyway. I mean, I know I'm not going to say that it's okay to do it because we're used to it, but we kind of are used to it. Even fucking Jacinda Ardern and her team were doing it to us, you know?
Hard.
So we're kind of like thick-skinned about this topic, but just need to stop. Cut that shit out, man.
But then, yeah, like, I think we said this before, like, our humbleness or our, like, how we forgive just allows them to keep going, to keep doing, to keep dissing us, hating us. Oh, no, Data. It started off well, Data. It started off well. Golly. I think the killings are all in Mangere.
Expose them.
It must be a Data's area.
You're telling us like you got them links on lock and you know a few things we don't.
Everyone, Data Street must be busy.
Data tell you little something.
Oh man,
I love it. I love it how your mentor is free from all this stuff.
it just saddens me to see other islanders put down other islanders, man. But it's like a circle, man. It's like,
why do you
get over one
that?
thing, someone else does it again.
Swanky. Why do you think they do that? What is it? Is it because they like? What do you truly believe?
I reckon. Why do they still hate on other islanders?
Why do islanders hate on other? Like, what is it that you believe is really the core of it?
I reckon insecurity, bro. They're just jealous. Just jealous of how, or they want to prove like, I'm better. I'm a better this than that person. But why would you need to prove that? Why would you need to prove that you're whatever? You know, like just uplift everyone, Zully. I'm saying, why do you need to prove that you're more Samoan or whatever? Because I reckon that's the thing I see a lot.
Okay.
Because you know, Samoans dissing other Samoans. Oh, but you don't know how to speak the language. You know, there's always things I see, bro, and it's like stupid as shit. Oh, there you go. Oh, why? What do you think is the reason why they do that? I reckon it's because of their insecurities. Like, they're just not, I don't know, probably some negative ass people too. You know? Didn't get enough love. Need to go around Data's drive. They want to be so.
I don't know. I
so
think
bad.
it's like.
Ain't no one want to be white Data. Come on, man. Oh shit, that's so bad. I don't know.
I think some people like, you know, they get a little bit ahead, right? Like they learn a little thing that's new in that, and all of a sudden they think they're like better. They're better, eh? Like,
yeah.
Like how? Like how? Like how can you tell yourself like you're better than the next person though? Your ass is just as black, man. Like ain't nothing better.
Your next topic should be I'm just saying that N-word. Oh golly.
It's just slang. The N-word's just slang though. That's just slang. That's just fill in the sentence, but you know what we mean.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
For that one, I'm gonna call it. For this one right here, I'm gonna call it because the Polynesians in New Zealand are very Americanized. A lot of the Polynesians in New Zealand, Auckland especially, are very Americanized, and it's like everything in America.
Street hip hop.
We trend it. Whatever trends there, we're gonna trend it. Like in a week's time. Like it's just, it's you know, it's sad because we don't do our own thing, type of thing. I mean, we do have our own other things, but I feel like that's why people kind of like just follow whatever they do, type of thing.
Yeah.
You know.
I think.
Like,
yeah.
It's like going to Japan and like they got all the American gear there. Like they're a lot Americanized as well. Like they got a lot of the American street culture there and stuff like that. You know. Which if you go to like another country, like go to Aussie, they don't have that. They have surf. You know, they're into their surfing stuff. So they got like they have like Hideout Jordan and all that stuff where America does. Yeah. They have like Rip Curl Billabong and all that stuff. Like it's a different culture altogether, type of thing. And they don't kind of adopt it, even though they have it. It's not as heavy as we have it here in Auckland. Especially, I say Auckland because it's like majority of us is, you know, out here do that. They trend off it.
Yeah. I think for me, I think for us, I think the Islanders in America, like it's in their street, it's in their speech, you know, like because I don't know. I know it's a derogatory word, like it's oppressing or you know, but I think for us outside of America, need to sort of divert away from that word. But I think the Islanders in the States will probably be harder for them because everyday lingo way. But yeah, like you said, man, we just follow the trends and the music we listen to. It just rolls off. It doesn't make it right, but you know, yeah. It's
just like I've always like felt like growing up, like I mean, look at us. We're not even a basketball nation, but you know, everyone's into basketball shoes, and it's just whatever's trending in the States. We pick up on it real fast out here. I don't know. Just some observations that I've been seeing on my eyes growing up.
I understand where Data's coming from. I somewhat agree it's very surface level here. Monkey see, monkey do. But we gotta grow at some stage. Internet is free for homework. Hey,
There are the percentage. There is that percentage out there who like they own their own buzz, eh? They own their own like they dress how they want, they act like they want, you know. They're not, but it's just a minority, I guess. But everybody can be on that same page, type of thing.
Yeah.
But I was a monkey. I'm not a monkey, man. Shit.
I wonder what this Data, bro. This is very interesting.
We need to get you on the panel.
No safe with Data on the panel.
We'll turn around and keep see all of us.
We're not professionals. But shout out chat.
Shout out to the chat.
Shout out for tuning in, tapping through.
Yes.
Spending an hour of your evening with us.
Yes.
Listening to us. Just, speaking
sharing
about some things. Yeah.
Sharing our feelings about the things you say to us. I'm not just kidding.
Yeah. It went off track when Data was exposing her street. See, this is why I think it's not safe if Data comes on the panel. I think like a healthy debate. Just keep your shirt on. Since when do we ever take a shirt off, mate? Since what episode of this podcast did you see Muffy still take his shirt off?
Look at my room. My elbow is touching. My other elbow is touching. How am I supposed to take this shirt off, mate?
I don't know what podcast you be watching, man. Yeah, but nah. You're true that like the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, man, the chat has been coming through and
They've been shooting us in the face every week.
Shooting us.
I love it.
That's what I love that. Love that
Love that one.
shooting us in the face. They started wrong. Don't say, oh fuck. God. So like, thank you.
Sorry, remember, mate, he is a bit slow.
Oh,
but I think he's about to end the show now on that.
I'm about to end the show now. Thank you, chat, for coming through tonight to get hour out of your evening to join us. And I'll tell Noah. But any last words you want to share, Moso, before we say goodbye to everyone?
I know we usually give like advice and stuff like that. But for those of psychs, for the people who's going through things that that don't have the support, that may be listening, who knows, maybe tomorrow they'll download our podcast. Keep putting one step in front of the other. Keep plodding along. Keep pushing forward. There is a light at the end of that dark tunnel. And it might not sit with us, but someone out there might be the person to give you that, reach out and give you that hand. So, Famalosi, keep pushing forward.
Yeah, man, big ups to those Sykes for coming on and just sharing with strangers, having that courage, man, and just having that courage does wonders for those who are listening, eh? Because who would know? Like, someone might be tuning in and listening to Sykes share, and they can relate and help them.
Like, I'm going through the same thing.
That's what we're trying to do, bro.
So we connect those links. We connect you to Sykes. We connect you to those problems that someone else is going through that knew that knew how to take the first step, knew the answers, because we don't sometimes, most times.
Yeah.
So thank you for allowing us to connect everyone.
Yeah.
Thank
That's why I haven't booked in. Normally we have a guest every second week, but
Yeah,
I feel like we've been on a good
we've been on a good
chat.
level. Harder, eh?
Yeah. I like that.
It's
Yeah. I feel like if
like
the guests come on, the chat gets nervous. But
so we're doing more
I've been
listening.
enjoying the conversations with the chat, man. The last month,
Definitely, and it allows them to really push us in areas, that we need to be aware about. So, massive shout out to the chat every week, even though it's data for the last few weeks.
Hey, appreciate you, Dana. Appreciate everyone, man. You can pretty much say everyone's name on here, man.
Everyone. Thank you so much.
Yeah. However you interacted with this podcast, thank you. What was that?
Drop your last bomb, Swanky, and we shall see.
Oh, for me, Uso is chicken with your family and loved ones, friends you haven't spoken to in a while. Chicken, see how they're doing, right? Maybe that question of, like I say all the time, there's always different ways of asking, Go catch up for a coffee or let's go have a feed. That simple question might lead to a conversation you never expected and might help someone offload to your shoulder, or it might help you offload as well. So just check in, man. Check in. And don't forget to check back in next Thursday.
Yes, sir.
We're back on.
We're always on. Might just be us two again, but we will always be on.
Always
be on. Always.
Shout us all. Thank you, chat, again.
Thank you, chat.
He's Muffy.
That's Swanky.
For the boys.
Peace.